When I saw the walk, the facials, the eye contact, just the energy that she was bringing, I was thinking she could compete with Philippines. Welcome to the Miss Universe Cambodia 2022 preliminary swimsuit competition recap. Whew, that is a mouthful. My name is Dani Walker, and today I'll be sharing with you my top 8 performances, and I'm going to share with you why there's a top 8 and not a top 10 in this video a little bit later. But if you enjoy content like this, I hope you'll consider subscribing and hitting that notifications bell as we near that 100,000 subscriber mark. I appreciate you, and thank you so much for all of your support. I'll share this top 8 in no particular order except for my last contestant because she will get my personal swimsuit award for the night. Let's get started. Contestant number 8 makes incredible eye contact. This is a contestant who knows her angles and she knows her facials. She has her own smiles down to a science, and that is my favorite part of this performance, was just the look in her eyes, and she looked like she was having so much fun. She was very, very present. It was enjoyable to watch. Contestant number 6, that entrance, I even commented about this when I was doing the live reaction to this, so if you want to see that, you can actually click the link in the corner for that episode. But it was interesting that, I should also mention this, the camera angles seem to be very different for each contestant. In fact, sometimes these camera angles were quite chaotic, I should say. And for her though, she got to be featured on camera a little bit earlier than some of our other contestants. So we actually got to see her walk through this gate type of area. And she made great use of that entrance, she really did. Her facials were there, she had really wonderful posing, and for me, this would be at least a semi-final advancing performance. Comment swim down below if you think Cambodia is gonna be a country to watch out for at Miss Universe this year. Contestant number 19 has just some of the most beautiful hair. Beautiful hair, right? I would love to have a head of hair just like hers. That's so beautiful. And I just feel like it really enhances her walk. It just creates such beautiful movement. But aside from that, the facials were there. The facials, the eye contact, and her turns, excellent. Contestant number 9 was not to be outdone by contestant number 8. Let me tell you that. The energy was there for her. Also, I have to compliment her on her fabulous spin turn. She wasn't falling out of that. And her smile too. Really, really great job transitioning with those facials. So I loved it. As I mentioned in the beginning of the episode, we have to talk about why today we have a top 8 and not a top 10. I was planning on a top 10, but I didn't feel right doing the top 10 because the video that I saw and found online, they cut out contestants 13, 14, and 15. And I just didn't feel right throwing in the other performances as favorites when I didn't get to see 13, 14, and 15. So I feel like that may have changed what my potential top 8 is or what my top 10 would have been, but we'll never know. Although I'm not sure that if I saw those performances that it would change my ultimate fave in this video. So keep watching to see what I'm talking about. Let's see if we have the same favorite. Contestant number 16, my advice to her is just slow down a little bit for swim. I thought that the walk was there. She has a good foundation. She has a really great smile. And I just didn't understand a couple of choices though for this performance where she kept almost putting her hands through her hair in a way, kind of. And then she was whipping her sarong around. That's a personal choice. It's not a personal choice I would encourage my own clients to make for a swimsuit competition. I just think that she could have pulled back on that a little bit because this is for Universe and not for Grand. But regardless, still one of my favorite performances. Do you love pageants? Do you want to win one? Yes? Then check the description below. Take a look at Rehearsed to Relatable. This is an online course specifically for pageants. I'm teaching you how to create a personal brand. And this is what's going to make you stand out in that interview room. It's what you can use in the interview room for onstage question, as well as across your social media. So you don't want to miss it. Contestant number 16 is just so pretty, and she was very, very present in this performance, but she's reminding me of someone. I don't know if it's facially or if it's her performance or her walk or maybe a mixture. She was kind of giving me Rabia vibes for a moment, and then I was like, no, maybe not Rabia. I can't remember though who she is reminding me of, and it's eating me up inside. So if she reminds you of somebody too, comment below. Contestant number 3, I love this performance. What I really liked about it is that it still gave me the impression that she was on stage. And I feel like sometimes routines can look very different when we remove them from the stage environment. And I think that when you're on a stage as a contestant, sometimes it's easier to be what we say is just on and very aware of ourselves. And contestant number 3 was very, very on for this. The walk was strong, the facials were there, great hair, great makeup. She had it all. For me, this was easily a top 5 performance of the competition. You've made it, friends. We are down to the last contestant, and for this episode, she is taking home my best in swimwear performance. I think many of you may have guessed it. She is contestant number 18. The waved hair for swim is really working for her. First of all, just have to say that. Very beautiful. Well, not even just beautiful, gorgeous, stunning. I don't have enough adjectives to describe her. Honestly, I've run out, but just gorgeous. And I also really loved this performance. When I saw it, when I saw the walk, the facials, the eye contact, just the energy that she was bringing, I was thinking she could compete with Philippines. She can. Philippines is already a top pick this year for so many people, and if you go watch her compete at her national competition, you will understand why. Or if you don't want to, you can go watch the recap that I created for it. You can get the highlights of it. But Philippines to me is going to be a very, very strong contender this year, especially if they continue to work with her on her communication skills. She has this natural ability, or maybe not natural, maybe it's just what she's developed over the years. She has this really great ability, though, to answer very sincerely, humbly, and you just feel like she's being very real with you in her answers. And so that's going to be one of those superpowers that Philippines has. Now, I don't know how 18's communication skills are and how that will fare on stage when there's pressure. But I can say that watching this swimsuit performance, everybody better watch out for Cambodia. It's just my personal opinion. I'm telling you. Keep an eye out. I hope that she continues to train if she is indeed the winner of this competition, which it kind of feels like she can be or might be, but I can't say, I can't predict the future. Let me know what your thoughts are, though, about this preliminary competition. I cannot wait to recap the final and watch it. If anybody knows what time the final is going to be and where it will be broadcast, I would love to do a live for that. Let me know if you want to see a live reaction. That would be really fun. We could all do that. I hope that that works with my schedule. I'll try my best. But thank you for watching this episode, and I hope that you've subscribed, that you'll tune into lots others. If you want to support the channel, there's a few ways you can do so. You can hit that super thanks button. You can check out the merch store, or just share one of the episodes. It makes a huge difference as we approach 100,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for all of your support, and I hope you tune into these other recent episodes about Cambodia and Miss Universe and enjoy them. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.